seen any data that said children are better off if their mother leaves a violent situation? A 10-year study, a 20-year study. We've been out here now 35 years. There's all those studies, you know, about divorce and how the children in the divorce are hurt. You know, and I'm out there looking, and let me know if you find it.
I've not seen
But
it.
it seems to me that it's like we have to say loud and clear, our children are better off if they're not witnessing abuse and violence. And why aren't the studies there?
Well, there is studies that will talk about the impact
Right,
on
they talk
children.
about the other way.
You know, they kind of back into it instead of heading into it.
Right.
But what, you know, the data about, you know, the cycle of violence, and the data is certainly evolving, and there's lies, there's damn lies, and then there are statistics. But certainly we know very much, it's been confirmed more recently, that the problem and the impact are really harder on the boys growing up. That, you know, if you're a child growing up in a home with domestic violence, it used to be believed that if you were a girl, you would be more likely to be a victim when you got older, and if you were a boy, you would be more likely to be a perpetrator. Newer data absolutely states that for women, actually, that's not true. You are no more nor less likely to be a victim of abuse if you watched your mother being beaten. But if you are a boy, you are more likely to perpetrate. And we come back to, again, what are the social norms that allow this? You talk about the playbook. Ask anybody, fill in the blanks of these questions, 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, you know, everything from who wears the pants in a family and what does that really mean. Children, preschool agers, they know these things. And our children, you know about the work of Ted Bunch and A Call to Men, which I think is just some of the most extraordinary work being done across gender lines, across racial lines, is Ted Bunch and what he has to tell us about the man box and how we need to get out of the man box.
Right.
You know, you hear about, if you did, I want to do this.
I want to save women's lives. You know, that's my...
But if men do not join with us, we will not be saving as many women's lives. So the idea of the man box works like this. Jump in before I finish, but okay. If you were to be on a street corner and watch two strangers go by and one man whacks one woman and it's clear that they don't know each other, people get involved. Maybe they surreptitiously call on the cell phone. Maybe they look a little closer to, should I say anything? He's kind of big, but let that same thing be a couple holding hands before he whacked her. Let there clearly be a relationship, and people say, well, that's a private matter. That's why men must be involved, because men can be well-meaning people, but if they see this as a private matter, if our culture perpetuates this idea that it's a private matter, we lose.